Let's journey to a unique part of Europe, where shimmering lakes appear to float above the ocean, houses are covered with living grass, and underwater tunnels stretch for hundreds of meters beneath the sea, linking the islands. In this isolated region, trees struggle to survive, and sheep outnumber humans, so much so that they've been used to map the islands instead of cars for services like Google Maps. The Faroe Islands are full of surprises, from an unusual gender imbalance to stunning views of the northern lights. Could this remote archipelago have more to offer than it seems? Stay with us as we uncover the captivating wonders and rich traditions that make life in the Faroe Islands so extraordinary. Did you know that men actually outnumber women on these islands? The population is about 52% male compared to 48% female, a trend shaped by various historical and social factors. But why does this gender imbalance exist, and how does it affect life in this remote archipelago? A major reason lies in the economic structure of the Faroe Islands. Industries like fishing and construction have long depended on a reliable workforce, largely made up of men. Over time, many Faroese women, in search of better opportunities and living conditions, have left for other countries. This migration trend has resulted in a higher percentage of men staying behind, working in these traditionally male-dominated sectors. As the male population grew, addressing this gender imbalance became a key focus. Recently, however, a noticeable shift has emerged, with many women from Asian countries, particularly from the Philippines and Thailand, moving to the Faroe Islands. What's behind this wave of immigration? A mix of local initiatives, international matchmaking, and personal decisions has played a part. Many Faroese men have sought partners from abroad, and Asian women looking for new opportunities have responded. But this demographic shift isn't just about balancing the population. The arrival of these women has brought a wave of cultural diversity to the islands. Local policies promoting cultural integration have helped blend Viking traditions with Asian influences, enriching the Faroese culture. This cultural exchange has influenced everything, from food to festivals, creating a dynamic environment where distinct traditions coexist and thrive. At the same time, the Faroe Islands continue to be a destination for nature lovers. Among the many attractions, the Northern Lights stand out as one of the most sought-after experiences. Tourists from all over the world come to witness this awe-inspiring natural phenomenon, and the Faroe Islands offer a unique perspective, setting them apart from other Northern Lights hotspots like Iceland or Norway. But as more Asian women settle in the Faroe Islands, how has this demographic shift impacted everyday life and traditions? Stay with us as we explore the surprising cultural transformations unfolding right now. During the long winter months in the Faroe Islands, when the sun disappears below the horizon for extended periods, something truly magical happens in the night sky. The Faroe Islands become one of the best places to witness the breathtaking northern lights. What makes this remote archipelago so special? It's the unique blend of climatic conditions that set it apart from other Nordic destinations. While it does get chilly, the temperatures here are milder compared to other northern regions like Iceland or Norway. This means you can experience the incredible auroras without the biting cold that often accompanies these stunning displays. The clear skies and minimal light pollution only enhance the experience, offering a crystal-clear view of the northern lights as they swirl in the sky in vibrant hues of green, pink, and violet. So why do the Faroe Islands provide such an ideal setting for this natural wonder? Could it be the pure atmosphere or perhaps the positioning of the islands within the North Atlantic? Regardless of the reason, it's the perfect balance between a comfortable climate and jaw-dropping scenery that makes viewing the northern lights here so remarkable. Picture these dazzling colors lighting up the sky, all while surrounded by a more pleasant environment than many of the colder regions. Before we continue, I have a quick request for everyone listening. If you could, just take a moment to press the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It truly helps the channel. Your support means the world to us, and if you do, I promise my team and I will keep working hard to make this show even better for you. Deal? When they deal. The tradition of whaling in the Faroe Islands, known as grindadrap or the grind, has sparked heated debates, particularly in recent years. This practice, which has been part of the Faroese way of life for centuries, involves herding pilot whales and dolphins into shallow waters. While this tradition is deeply rooted in Faroese culture, it has faced growing opposition from animal rights activists, environmental groups, and international observers. Supporters of the grind argue that it is a sustainable practice that reflects the Faroese way of life. They point out that the hunts are non-commercial, with the meat shared within the community rather than sold. The whales hunted are not endangered, and many Faroese view this practice as an essential means of obtaining food in a region where agriculture is limited. For generations, whale meat and blubber were vital for survival in this remote and harsh environment, long before global trade made other food sources more accessible. However, the hunts have also attracted sharp criticism, not only due to the methods used but also because of the large number of animals killed. One particularly shocking incident occurred in the year 2021, when over 1,400 dolphins were slaughtered in a single day, drawing outrage from around the world. Critics call the hunts inhumane, citing the trauma inflicted on the whales. Organizations like Sea Shepherd have led efforts to disrupt the hunts and bring global attention to the cruelty involved. Moreover, health concerns over high mercury levels found in whale meat have led local authorities to recommend limiting its consumption, even among the Faroese themselves. Yet the whale hunt is only one aspect of life in the Faroe Islands. Are there other surprising and unique traditions that the Faroese hold dear? And could some of them be even more controversial than the grindadrap? Stay with us as we reveal the next intriguing discovery. You won't want to miss it. The Faroe Islands are truly captivating, not only because of their stunning landscapes but also due to a unique demographic fact: sheep actually outnumber humans here. Yes, in this remote North Atlantic archipelago, there are about 54,000 people, but the sheep population stands at a remarkable 70,000. So why is that? The island's rugged, grassy terrain provides perfect conditions for grazing, while the harsh climate has supported this sheep-to-human ratio for centuries. Sheep farming is more than an economic activity here, it's an integral part of Faroese culture and tradition. But how did sheep come to play such a central role in Faroese life? It all began with the arrival of early settlers, possibly Celtic monks, followed by Norsemen. These early inhabitants brought sheep with them, and over time the animals became vital to survival and daily life. In fact, the name Faroe itself is derived from Old Norse, meaning sheep islands. Today, sheep remain a cornerstone of Faroese society. They provide wool and meat and are central figures in local cuisine and folklore. Sheep farming also ties modern Faroese people to their centuries-old heritage. The connection between the people and their sheep extends beyond just practicality, even reaching into the world of tourism. Have you ever heard of Sheep View 360? In a creative twist, cameras were mounted on sheep to capture panoramic views of the islands, offering a unique way to promote tourism. This initiative beautifully showcases the strong bond between the Faroese and their woolly companions. So, what does life in the Faroe Islands really look like? It's a place where humans and sheep live in harmony, bound by tradition, survival, and a shared landscape. What other places in the world can claim such a unique connection with their animals? We'd love to hear your thoughts. You might be curious, how did sheep contribute to creating the first maps of these remote islands? Back in the year 2010, long before Google Maps covered every corner of the globe, a project called Sheep Maps emerged in the Faroe Islands. With their deep connection to the land, the project found a creative solution to the island's challenging terrain. The Faroe Islands are known for their rugged landscapes, where roads are few and mountains dominate the view. Mapping these areas accurately was no easy feat. So what was the idea behind it? The project proposed using the island's own inhabitants, sheep. With more sheep than people in the Faroes, these animals roamed freely across the islands, grazing through valleys, mountains, and open meadows. The project decided to fit some of these sheep with small GPS trackers, allowing their natural movements to help map the island's terrain. As the sheep wandered through different parts of the islands, the GPS devices on their collars gathered valuable data, which was then used to create a detailed map of the Faroe Islands. It was a brilliant mix of simplicity and innovation, drawing on the island's traditions while incorporating modern technology. The project quickly became a viral sensation, even catching the attention of Google. In response, Google provided the Faroese with more advanced tools, including Street View trackers and 360-degree cameras, which allowed locals to capture even more images of the diverse terrains by foot, bike, kayak, and beyond. As a result, the Faroe Islands are now fully accessible on Google Street View. So, what other surprising stories might the Faroe Islands be hiding? Stay tuned to uncover more about this fascinating part of the world. In the Faroe Islands, life unfolds in ways that astonish even the most experienced travelers. Picture yourself stepping into Gásadalur, a remote village where the breathtaking Mulafossur waterfall cascades dramatically into the sea, and just a short walk from the homes of the local residents. What makes this place truly unique? It's the seamless blend of traditional Faroese architecture and raw, untamed nature. The grass-roofed houses stand on the cliffs, offering stunning views of the ocean, all while being serenaded by the soothing sound of the nearby waterfall. The homes in Gásadalur, with their thick stone walls and grass-covered roofs, are designed to endure the harsh, unpredictable climate of the Faroe Islands. These grass roofs provide more than just insulation from the cold. They are also a symbol of living in harmony with nature, allowing the homes to blend effortlessly into the landscape. And there's an added benefit. The waterfall itself acts as a natural cooling system during the brief summer months, keeping the homes comfortable even when the weather warms up. However, living so close to a powerful natural force like Mulafossur isn't without its difficulties. During the long Faroese winters, when temperatures plunge and the waterfall can freeze, life here demands constant care. Storms can make the water flow dangerously fast, transforming the once calming sound of the falls into something far more ominous. Homeowners must regularly inspect their roofs and walls to ensure that the forces of nature don't overwhelm them. So what makes these waterfall houses so iconic? It's not just their striking appearance. These homes are a testament to the Faroese way of life, embodying a tradition of resilience and ingenuity in a landscape that commands respect. The village's isolation, which was nearly complete until a tunnel was built in the year 2004, adds an extra layer of intrigue for visitors seeking a deeper connection with nature. In a place like Gásadalur, where human habitation and nature's power coexist so closely, life follows the steady rhythm of the waterfall, reminding all who visit that, here, nature sets the pace. One of the most striking features that captivates anyone visiting the Faroe Islands is the intricate network of underwater tunnels that running hundreds of meters beneath the powerful North Atlantic Ocean, one of the wildest and most perilous seas in the world. The waters surrounding the Faroe Islands have a fearsome reputation for their harsh nature, with enormous waves and incredibly difficult sea conditions. What makes this ocean so dangerous? The combination of strong ocean currents, fierce winds, and unpredictable weather patterns make these waters some of the most treacherous on the planet. In the Faroe Islands, storms can whip up colossal waves, soaring over 20 meters high. These so-called monster waves were once dismissed as mere Viking legends. However, in the year 1995, these gigantic waves were actually observed and recorded on an oil platform near the Faroe Islands, confirming that the tales handed down through the generations were rooted in reality. Over the years, these extreme conditions have caused countless shipwrecks, with many vessels disappearing into the churning waters. The constant threat in this region created an urgent need for safe, dependable transport between the islands. To meet this challenge, authorities turned to a revolutionary solution: underwater tunnels. These tunnels have become essential to life in the Faroe Islands, offering a secure alternative to navigating the perilous seas. Instead of relying on hazardous boat trips, residents can now travel between the islands by car, passing safely beneath the ocean's surface. These tunnels are not only an engineering marvel but a vital necessity. They allow vehicles to travel freely between islands, no matter how fierce the weather above. One of the most fascinating examples is the Norðoy Tunnel, which links the island of Borðoy with Eysturoy. This tunnel features one of the deepest underwater roundabouts in the world, located more than 200 meters below sea level. It's a stunning example of engineering brilliance that highlights both technical expertise and imaginative design. The impact of this infrastructure goes beyond safety. These tunnels have forged stronger connections between the islands, fostering cultural and economic growth. Trade, tourism, and local collaboration have all flourished due to the improved transportation links. Imagine driving through these tunnels, hundreds of meters beneath one of the most dangerous seas in the world. How would you feel? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. Now let's dive into a cultural gem of the Faroe Islands, the Faroese chain dance. This ancient tradition, rooted in medieval European ring dances, has managed to survive almost solely on these islands. The dance itself might seem simple. Dancers join hands, forming a circle and moving to the rhythm of traditional ballads. These ballads, some stretching for hundreds of verses, are packed with tales of historical events, legends, and heroic acts from both Faroese and European folklore. It makes you wonder, how many hidden stories have been passed down through the ages? Unlike today's dances, there are no instruments, no fast beats, and no set choreography. The rhythm? It's created entirely by the dancers themselves. As they chant long, epic verses, their voices establish the tempo. You can almost feel the air vibrate as their feet tap in unison and their bodies sway to the ancient melodies, all while the old ballads fill the space. It's not just a dance, it's a powerful form of storytelling and community. However, the history of the chain dance hasn't been without its struggles. It almost disappeared in the 17th century when the Reformation swept through the Faroe Islands. At the time, the church condemned dancing as sinful and banned it altogether. For years, the chain dance only survived in far-flung villages, far from the reach of the church. But in the 19th century, it made a remarkable comeback as the Faroese people began to embrace their cultural roots. Today, the chain dance is an essential part of national celebrations, especially during the holiday honoring St. Olaf. In a way, it has come to symbolize resistance against cultural assimilation. Isn't it amazing how something so ancient can also become a symbol of modern national pride? Despite its revival, the chain dance faces an uncertain future. As the world changes, so too do the Faroe Islands. With younger generations being influenced by global culture, fewer people are learning these traditional ballads. How can the Faroese preserve this age-old tradition in a world that's rapidly modernizing? This brings us to an intriguing contradiction. The chain dance connects the Faroese to their rich heritage, yet it struggles to secure its place in the future. Many younger Faroese question its relevance today, in a world where modern entertainment holds more appeal. The real question is, will this dance, which has survived centuries of suppression and near extinction, endure for another generation? The loss of the chain dance would be a profound one. It wouldn't just mean the loss of the ballads, but also the language, the history, and the very spirit of the Faroese people. For a nation that has fought so fiercely to protect its identity, the disappearance of this tradition would be a great sorrow. So, what's next for the Faroese chain dance? Only time will tell. Exploring the Faroe Islands is an adventure that immerses you in the beauty of nature. One of the most striking locations is the Nólsoy Fjord, famous for its towering cliffs and sweeping views that extend for miles. These cliffs soar hundreds of meters above the water, creating a dramatic landscape that leaves you feeling both amazed and humbled. If you love hiking or birdwatching, Nólsoy is the perfect destination. The cliffs are home to a variety of seabirds, many of which nest here, offering an incredible chance to experience nature up close. Another breathtaking spot in the Faroe Islands is the Fossa waterfall, located on the island of Stora Damun. This waterfall is the tallest in the entire archipelago, plunging over 140 meters into the valley below. The sight of water rushing down the rocks is simply mesmerizing. The surrounding area is teeming with wildlife, particularly seabirds that thrive in this rugged environment. The Faroe Islands are also known for their remarkable bird life, particularly the Atlantic puffin. These colorful seabirds, with their striking red, yellow, and black beaks, are a symbol of the islands during the breeding season. From spring to summer, large colonies of puffins gather on the cliffs, especially on the island of Mykines, making it a paradise for bird enthusiasts. Puffins are excellent divers, using their remarkable fishing skills to catch small fish, which make up their diet. Have you ever seen puffins up close? Watching them nest and interact on the dramatic cliffs is an experience you won't forget. But the birds aren't the only creatures that steal the show in the Faroe Islands. The surrounding waters are a sanctuary for marine life, including whales and dolphins. Humpback and minke whales regularly pass through the region, while playful dolphins are often spotted during whale watching tours. The opportunity to see these majestic creatures up close is something visitors treasure. Can you imagine witnessing a whale breach right before your eyes? From its awe-inspiring landscapes to its rich wildlife, the Faroe Islands provide a unique and unforgettable adventure. Whether you're hiking along towering cliffs, marveling at waterfalls, or watching puffins and whales, there's always something remarkable to experience in this stunning corner of the world. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support truly makes a difference. Click on the video appearing on your screen right now. I guarantee you'll find it just as fascinating. Let us know in the comments which country you'd like us to explore next. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining us. Leave a comment, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos. See you in the next video.